Hi everyone, this is Bobby from bn-games.com, and I'm here doing a little video. I was just doing the E3 videos because we posted those because we went to E3. Podcast is coming up this weekend. I was looking to do some montage music. There's a montage video of little bits and pieces really couldn't release as separate videos. And I was looking for songs. Well, don't want to use copyright songs, and I have my own that I write. If you're not aware, the intro and outro, pretty much every piece of music that's original, I've wrote and recorded, and the little intro piece where I'm doing a real simple pinch harmonics thing, that's me. And if you've been with me a while, or with us a while for subscriptions, you know that I do video game themes once in a while. It's probably what this video is coming to. So I want to kind of talk about the gear I'm using. I used to do a lot of videos on my own personal YouTube channel in regards to guitar playing and that kind of thing. It's been a while. I kind of feel like doing one. Hey, it's my channel. Why not? And wanted to explain what I use, and it's not only from music perspective, but for all our recording, for our Classic Capture series, the Classic Melodies, referring to this, and anything else, the podcast, which we're reviving, the whole thing. So as far as music is concerned, this is an RG-EX4 2007 model. It's an Ibanez. I'm a big Ibanez fan. Always have been. It's my guitar choice. I've taken it everywhere with me. It's traveled. So getting a little beat up, although it looks pretty good in the video, I think. But I should probably take better care of it. Like I said, I'm an Ibanez fan, and I use Ibanez guitars for the most part. There's a Fender here and there I use, but for the most part, Ibanez. That's the way I go. I use a Crate amp, an older model, GT1200, which it's not the best amp in the world, but it was affordable, and I've worked with it to get a tone that I like, and even though it's a cheaper amp, I get a pretty good sound out of it. Now that's from the musical perspective. When it comes to our recording, we use Shure M57s for all of our audio recording, or at least have been for the last year now. We used to use some Audio-Technica mics, which were still pretty good, but for the most part, it's Shure M57s all the way for both vocal and musical tracks. They're great for everything. They're industry standard, and that's what we use for audio tracks, including Pro Tools. We use Pro Tools for the podcast. We use Pro Tools for any audio that goes over any track layer. So Classic Capture, for example, that's all done Pro Tools as we're viewing the video that we've recorded and edited and everything else. So that all aside, explaining what we use from an audio equipment perspective. Sometimes there's a mixer. It's apologize. It's a Yamaha, a little 4-port thing. Nothing special, because the Pro Tools box only accepts 2 inputs, 2 XLR, or well, there's also 1/4 jack and that kind of thing, but only accepts 2 inputs. And then it's all recorded onto a Mac, because the Mac is easy. Well, Pro Tools for the Mac is the easiest to use Pro Tools. And a lot of video stuff is done that way as well. Marco does a lot of stuff on his Windows PC. So it's a mixture of things, but from an audio perspective, it's almost all Macintosh. I use both. As a technician by trade, IT by trade, they both have their strengths and weaknesses as far as an OS is concerned. So if you're going to be fanboys of either, you can put in the comments, but I don't care. Anyway, I thought I'd do a little bit of playing here with this, just because I need to play more. I think there's going to be a new intro track pretty soon. We're going to do a new intro track for the podcast hopefully soon. Got to write that. There'll be new intro tracks for all except the Region Lock series, which that was all sound bites that we cobbled together. If you haven't watched that, go and check that out. Should note that was based on Evangelion. As far as anything else is concerned, it's all pretty much guitar and a bass. I don't really play bass, but I do my own track for it, and all that stuff is going to come together. In the summer, you might see videos of us playing, me, Tim, and John. John hasn't been here a while. John's going to be coming in the summer. And you might actually see some music stuff, because even though we're bn-games.com, it doesn't have to be limited to video games. Like, we've got E3, and now I'm showing you guitar stuff and audio and everything else. We haven't done a video update in a while, other than E3 stuff, and plenty of stuff is coming down the pipeline. I want to thank everyone who's subscribed and stayed with us and watched the videos, and especially those who comment regularly. I love comments. You know, there's negative ones, obviously, but you know, I take what I can get. You know, we are what we are. There's going to be some more E3 stuff coming up after this video. You know, trailers and whatever else we can get our hands on. And there will be a podcast on Saturday. If you have any questions, comments, go ahead and put them in the comments. Yeah. But everything you want to know or hear or want us to talk about there. You can listen to our previous podcast, which is also on the channel. You'll see it there. Just, you know, go to the main channel and, you know, check that out. That was our E3 predictions. So we'll be talking about what happened at E3, after E3, and predictions for the rest of the year. So anyway, I'm just going to do some playing right now. I might do some cuts for stuff that I like better. I'm just going to let this roll for a while, see what I get. I should note that I learned everything by ear. I was a trumpet player for a while, so I have a musical background with the trumpet for a number of years. But as far as the guitar is concerned, all self-taught. Don't ask for tabs if you're going to, because I can't write or read them, which is kind of weird, isn't it? Never really gave it. I like learning everything by ear, so I'm just gonna play with this and see what we get. So. Yeah.